Good morning, welcome back. Until the philosophy which hold one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, everywhere is war. That until they are no longer first-class and second-class citizens of a nation, until the color of man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eye, everyone is at war. That until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, there is war. That until that day, the dream of lasting peace, world citizenship, rule of international morality will remain in but a fleeting illusion to be pursued, but never attained. Now, everywhere is war. And until the ignoble and unhappy regime holding our brothers in subhuman bondage is toppled, utterly destroyed, well, everywhere is war. Delay no more. Takes a second to say goodbye. Where you going to now? Lightning flashes across the sky, east to west, do or die. Like a thief in the night, see the world by candlelight. Fall and rise. In an apartment on Times Square, you can assemble them anywhere. Hell to ransom, hell to play. A revolution every day. It's a puppet who pull the strings, push the button, and pull the plug, and they are doing the atomic bomb. Do they know where the dance comes from? They want you to sing along. War does not determine who's right, only who's left. War is about disarming your opponent through force, and it requires great presence of mind. War is a wrestling match, in that we have two forces, each attempting to bend the other to its will. The goal for both sides is to reach a point where the other is incapable of fighting any further. More often than not, this means the goal is to disarm the opponent. How is this goal achieved? In one word: violence. Real or imaginary, violence is the essence of war. War isn't a single battle, nor is it an isolated event. War doesn't take place in a vacuum. For every war, there's a backstory of events and political decisions that led up to the conflict. Therefore, we can see war as a matter of reciprocal action. This means every step of the way, each side is reacting to the other. Each side must make judgment on how best to react. But for most part, there will be an escalation during this process until the war is declared and one side is disarmed. War is never the final word. If you disarm your opponent today, it doesn't mean they won't rearm and attack you again tomorrow. Whatever hostility they felt toward you before a small potato, compared to the anger they feel after being defeated. Tactics are the science of war, while strategy is more than an art. There's no one-size-fits-all strategy. War involves uncertainty. A successful one must be specifically designed for the main purpose of the war in question. A perfect strategy doesn't come up short or overreach in attempting its goal. Victory is achieved through more than just physical losses. In a real war, you never have complete information about your enemy's strength, position, or plans, and the information you have is usually wrong. It may be outdated or distorted by human bias of the human who gather the data. People tend to over-report bad news and under-report good news, so your enemy is often a lot weaker than the latest intel indicates. With more information available, came more false information being made up. In the fighting inside the fog of war. War is human. There are many strategies considered, but success still requires soldiers of great character. Psychological resources like the motivation, resolve, and emotional strength of an army play an even more significant role in winning battles than physical resources like the number of soldiers and the supply of ammunition. War is intensely personal for those involved. Even the war was started for the purpose of advancing an impersonal political cause. Once the soldiers have seen few of their friends killed in action, they inevitably come to hate the enemy at a personal level. Thus, a theory cannot accurately model war if it treats soldiers and commanders as impersonal and perfectly rational beings. Thank you. This is a glimpse into the book from Kriege, German for On War. This book was written by Prussian General Karl von Clausewitz and published by his wife in 1832, 1 year after his death. The English translation edition was not published until 1874, 42 years later. If you like it, please comment, like, and share. If you don't like it, please also comment and share. See you in the street.